Shabbat Shalom, Pastor Corey here with another update. We're going to be here online, get this video out to you because there's a lot of powerful things coming. Brother Greg here was invited by Brother LaRon, and also Brother Greg is Sister Gabby's cousin. And so it just, that's the way it worked out. But Brother Greg has been coming and listening in on the messages, and the word has been true.
Yeah.
And not only that, but, you know, Brother LaRon had called me and said there was a need for us to get to Brother Greg's house to exhibit the power of Yahshua, exhibit the power of things that's going on. Brother Greg was going through some things at the time. Brother LaRon was ministering to him. And so we're going to get down to the end result of some things that Brother LaRon told Brother Greg that he noticed about him since that day that we've been in his house. But let's go with the early events when Brother Greg first started coming. Now, when he first started coming, Brother Greg, you had a situation going on, huh?
Correct.
And you ain't got to go into a bunch of details, but just share with the people out there, man, there's a testimony to what you was going through.
As you say, bondage. You know, I was bound by anger, you know, intense anger, you know, at times, you know, and people would notice it in me. And so when they came out for Deliverance, which lasted several hours, you know, it's been a few weeks since that time. And he's seen me, you know, he's seen the bondage that I've been in as far as anger, and he's seen it surface and present itself, and that's why he began to minister to me. And so since that time, we have talked several times, and, you know, he brought it to my attention. He said, you know what I noticed? This was just yesterday, the day before yesterday, we were talking, and he said, you know what I noticed? He said, you haven't been as angry as you were previous. And so he said, have you noticed that? And I stopped, and I kind of, you know, thought about it, and I said, well, you know what? I really haven't until you brought it to my attention. And so today, this morning, prior to getting here, my girl, you know, we was riding in the car, and you know, she said, you haven't been getting as angry as you haven't been as angry, you know what I'm saying, as you have been in the past. You know, and I was just like, man, Brother Ronzo just said that the other day.
Hallelujah.
And so that was just more confirmation of the deliverance that, you know, that he is, you know, removing me and freeing me from that bondage. You know, I mean, you know, it's a step. You know, you got to get through it to get through it to get to it. And, you know, the fact of the matter is, it's not a self-realization. It's outside sources, outside people that are saying, hey, I'm seeing a difference. I'm seeing a change in you. And it's making me, you know, reflect and say, well, okay, well, you know, things are, you know, I am being freed more and more of that bondage. And, you know, that's just the testimony that I got right now, you know, in regards to the bondage of anger.
And see, you know, and this is to Brother LaRon, you know, this is a thing that I talked to Brother LaRon a long time ago about what the Most High showed me that he operates in. And so we went long time, round and round, about things that I was just impressed about Brother LaRon, that he needed to get free for people like you when we come upon people. Because I ain't going to go into detail, but Satan had you at a point where you were ready to make some decisions that could have been costly.
Yeah, some detrimental decisions.
And
I'm ready to throw it all out the window.
Throw it out the window. And so since then, y'all has blessed you job-wise?
Job-wise, a very well-paying job. You know, blessed me with another home. You know, I went from a three-bedroom home to 4-bedroom home.
Hallelujah.
And I'm just paying $50 more.
That's it.
You know,
Hallelujah.
$50 more to put me in a position to be able to bring in my little brothers, you know what I mean, and house them and minister and show them the way.
That's all. And here's the thing. So, you know, Brother LaRon, that day that you was dealing with, I remember you called me and said, man, I just got a phone with this brother, man, this was crucial. But the Most High used me. And, you know, I think I was able to speak some sense in it. And so you've been working closely with Brother Greg, man. And that's a testimony of, you know, I know we ain't perfected all the way to what we need to become, you know, because all of us constantly are being perfected. But when we do what we doing, man, it's lives getting saved. And so when you hear a message like today, Brother Greg, did that make sense?
Yeah, it made sense.
It made everything that we talked about Yahshua and salvation and deliverance be even more so real that you seen it manifest in your life.
Yeah.
You know, what made you say that you seen Brother Greg change?
I had to talk him down off that ladder all that much. I mean, I just felt it. It was like when he was talking to me, it was a peace, it was a bounce in his step. So I was just like, man, I just let him know. Because first of all, you can't just give kudos to just do deliverance. And it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been,
So I just had to watch fruit, and it's fruit. I mean, we was up to 3 o'clock in the morning one night still talking, and he was just talking. We was talking, having regular conversation.
Yeah.
No heat, you know, smoke out the nose, nothing. So I was like, yeah, it's time to tell him that.
Yeah, hallelujah.
Yeah.
And so, you know, to end the video, you know, we're going to go out to his younger brothers here in a second, you know, just to get a, you know, brief, you know, because they came today and we just want to hear what they thought about them coming. But before we go out to them, I just want to say this last note with Brother Greg. Brother Greg, I remember the urgency. Because see, I've been in them situations. This is why I try to tell people that who have not seen Yahshua, Jesus Christ, but believe in him on what the blessing is in it and how blessed you are in being able to do that is when you see those things manifest. I remember, Brother Greg, looking at the situation when you was like, you didn't know he was going to move, you didn't know how what. Money was tied up. It was a lot of foul play going. It was a lot of stuff going on that take people to that edge. You know, we just talked to a gentleman today. I started talking to him. He came in for prayer. Y'all went out there and planted more seed with him. And that's going to turn into something.
The testimony, the deliverance that, you know, I went through with you guys, it was testimony for him. When he got to explaining, you know, the darkness that he was, I just kind of grinned because I'm like, okay, I'll wait my opportunity to speak because I understand, and I was just encouraging him to be still and trust in him, and he will show himself. You know, I mean, like I said, my money was tied up in 2 different places. You know, I was ready to throw it all out the window. You know what I mean? I would have been doing jail time. You know, and so all of that it had transpired over that time frame since the deliverance. I got my money back for both situations. Both situations.
Yeah, good, eh?
Yeah, and I was just like, he's moving. You know, he's moving. I got out the way. You know, as Brother Bronson would say, put your pea shooter up. Yeah. You know, and let the Lord work.
Yeah.
And I did, man. And just the actions and the things that transpired since that time, I know it's nothing but the Most High moving and working. So,
hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yes, sir. Hey, twins, y'all come over here. Alright, twins, I don't know who is who, so y'all gonna have to let the camera know.
My name is Armani Wiseman. I'm James Wiley.
Alright, so they came out today, man, and we just had an opportunity to just preach the gospel. And I had a joy today because, you know, the Father reminded me. He got me up early this morning, you know, right out of the bed, and I got out with joy. And, you know, he just planted in my spirit. Have joy in your heart when you preach my gospel today. And so I believe it came out. The people had a chance to eat on it. Because even as I stood there in the message, the Most High Yah was continuing to bring revelation, about why this Jesus Yahshua had been sent to his people. Because we often don't know why Jesus Yahshua has been sent. We often don't really understand why he's been sent, because we've been preached another Jesus. And we look at this thing from a standpoint of a wicked, perverted version of what has been presented to us by religious systems. So, just starting here, what's your thoughts on coming here today? First of all, what did you think you was coming to? Did you think you was coming to a cult, voodoo? What did you think you was coming to?
Well, first, I woke up, they told me, get ready, bring the Bible. So I was like, yes, it has to be something good today. I'm going to learn something new. Because yes, I've been dealing with some things, and I just been needing help, some answers. And coming here, my brother Jay, he was just like, what's this here? And I was just like, we're going to get some answers today. And that's what it was. I found out a lot of lost resources and research from over the years. And now it helped me mentally and physically today. Now I'm willing to pass the message on to some of my fellow friends. But if some of them don't want to listen, like you said, I played my part. I did my role. And I'm going to leave today more positive and more happy and just let God handle the issues now.
Hallelujah. What about you, Twin?
Honestly, I feel a lot more better right now because, like he said, me and him been going through a lot of tough times lately, and me knowing more knowledge about our real God and how I could be 10 times better than most people. Now, since I got the knowledge that I have right now, which I'll be gaining more soon, I really feel 10 times better. I feel more relieved. That's like the best way I can put it.
Yeah, man, it's true.
And then it's like I'm really appreciated for my brother Greg for taking me and my brother in, and appreciate for you and you for teaching me and Money about
it's true, man. Sure. Jesus.
And yeah, it made me feel good because now I feel like I'm more of his son now.
Hallelujah, man. And what we want to do, man, Brother Greg, we're going to be doing baptism in about 3 weeks, man. Because it's time to get baptized in the true way of the Most High, Yah, in the spirit of truth. And to really, man, see, this is what this is about. This is nation building. When you bring in and you set apart young men who can walk in truth and who can really receive, this is where the Most High finds joy, because we withdraw from a wicked and perverse generation only to do righteousness. So that's what we looking to do. And so you all be blessed. I'm Pastor Corbin, Straightway, Kansas City. And we welcome you all back. Brother Greg, what I want to really start doing, I want to get together with the men in the city, man, because I'm on a tear right now. And I know the Most High is running me through, because I got a bunch of other men, people that have been shot, people this and that. And the words that I'm speaking to their hearts, they're hearing. See, because the only way I feel like the Most High is letting me use who I am. I ain't nobody else. I'm just who I was made to be, coming up in that rough, tough spot in the hood. And he allowed me to minister to these same people, brother. And I believe all of us can get to some more of these warriors, man, and really have an army of righteousness started unto the Most High Yah through Jesus Yahshua, because he's going to show us the way, man, which we got to stand firm with all of these things going on. Hands up, don't shoot is good. You know what I mean? Black Lives Matter is good. If that's the degree that you want to deal with. I want to deal with the whole of the matter, that our people, since we've been brought here and scattered to the four corners of the earth, we have been in bondage and have been the lowest among all people that's on the face of the earth because of disobedience. We got to preach truth to these